How do you feel, Adrian, about just the offense where you stand headed out of here?
Yeah, well, I think overall, over the course of spring, we did a good job. Obviously, still have a ways to go, some things to clean up. And today, too, we missed on a few drives there that I was in and some of the other guys as well, a few mental errors here and there. But I'm proud of the guys. I'm proud of how hard they worked this spring, and I'm excited for what's to come in the fall.
You guys talk about as quarterbacks in that little huddle after the game. I mean, it's not easy when there's only one ball and one guy can be out there at once, but how much of a brotherhood are you guys?
So I'll tell you a story from the game. So Matt Masker was in, and he threw a deep ball down the sideline, and, they scored. And he plays for the white team. And me and Noah are going nuts on the red sideline. It was tough because, technically we're on the red team, but we root for each other in all cases. And I'm definitely thankful to be a part of such a special group. And a few of Coach Verduzco's family members had actually come to the spring game, and they were there in our post-game huddle. And, they fit right in. We just feel like a family, and it's definitely a special bond I think we all share.
Did any of the Red players stare at you and give you dirty looks or anything when you celebrating?
I kind of realized it midway through. I was kind of running down the sideline, and I was like, oh, man, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I tried playing it both ways. It was tough.
Well, much of what you saw on that touchdown throw to Jerron?
Yeah, well, it was a rollout. We had a tight end coming from the opposite side who was kind of a skim route. And, I thought I was going to have to hit him quick. But the defense played it pretty well. They had a guy come down on there. I had to come back towards the sideline that I thought was covered. I had Cade Warner dragging and then Jerron Woodyard dragging. And, I made a quick move on David Alston that I think I didn't get sacked on. And threw it to Jerron, and he was the open guy, and he made a great play.
How much better do you feel like you've gotten at throwing on the run since the last game you guys played at Iowa? Verduzco said you worked on that. How much better do you think you've gotten?
Yeah, well, that's just a part of what we do every day. Coach Verduzco hammers that home, throwing on the run. I know you guys have seen it probably, but every day before games, it's just a part of our everyday life almost, and I think just naturally over the course of time I've gotten better. It's something I've been focusing on too as well.
There's been a lot of talk throughout the spring about the defense. What have you noticed as a quarterback has changed with that group this spring?
Yeah, well, it definitely gets me excited and, frustrated sometimes during practice, but I think they're a lot more confident. They have a little bit more swagger to them right now, and, they're playing really tough, really hard. So something exciting definitely for our team.
That was just a scrimmage, but do you say anything to a guy like Luke who's playing in front of Carly Case for the first time? And then what did you think of the way he played?
Of course, yeah. Well, we talked before the game, and I think he's a pretty well-composed kid who's going to be able to handle it. But, of course, the first time you go out there in front of 90,000, there's not a whole lot that can really prepare you. But I think he did a good job. I really did. He made some real nice throws, some good plays, and he controlled what he could. I think he did a solid job out there, and obviously we're going to go back as a unit and watch the film and make corrections from there.
Do you see like a parallel between yourself and Luke just in terms of play style and kind of being a young player taking on that responsibility?
Yeah, I've definitely tried to share my wisdom from my years' experience here and, hopefully influence him in a good way. I think he's going to be a really good player for us.
Anything else for Adrian?
Hey, Adrian, you mentioned the defense and the strides that they made. Coach said that today wasn't the best they've looked even better. Is that a testament to the unit as a whole, being that probably tougher to do your job than it was last year to do your job, even though you made strides yourself? Is that assessment accurate?
I would say that's fair. The defense has definitely been doing a good job all spring. And Coach is right. They had a good day today, but they've had better days too throughout the spring. And I think it's what we strive for. Iron shapens iron. When the defense is playing really well, it forces the offense to step up too. So I hope they stay on that path, and it'll help us as an offensive unit get better.
Adrian, you're obviously in a different spot than you were a year ago coming out of spring. So how does that change what the next 3 or 4 months are like for you, and what kind of goals goals do you set between now and August for yourself?
Yeah, well, honestly, it doesn't change a whole lot for me. I think the mentality's always been the same, and especially in our quarterback room, it's about competition. It's about staying focused on our task. What can we do to make this team better? And I think as long as I remain hungry and have that same frame set, I think we're going to be in good shape. It doesn't change for me each season. I want to have the same approach.